Hi, it's Emma Holmes from the Launch Queen, and I'm going to talk to you today about being brandalicious in your coaching business. We're talking about your coaching brand. We're talking about the identity of your business. Branding is about your identity. Branding is about you being able to identify a particular business from its imagery, from its fonts that it uses, from its logo. So branding isn't just about your logo. Branding isn't just about having a logo produced and being ready visually for making a website and things like that. There's so much more to branding. Branding is about brand colors. And if you check out my YouTube channel, there is a little video on there that shows you how to take color hex codes out of images so that you can find out exactly what colour they are and replicate those colours on different things within your brand so that you've got the perfect match colour. It's about the images that you use. It's about how you present yourself and your business. And even if your coaching brand is all about you and you've called it your name, then you still need to have a brand around that. You need to have a look and feel. You need to have people be able to identify what your brand, that it's your brand and what your brand is all about. You know, I love my Launch Queen branding, and the fabulous Leanne at Jakina Design does all of my brand work because she just gets it. She gets my brand, and she's my graphic designer, and she is amazing, and she just gets what I want and is able to produce a beautiful brand around it. But also on top of what my graphic designer does, I also have to make sure that there's a consistency within my brand across my website, across my social media platforms. And it isn't, again, it's not just about headers. It's not just about the header that you use on Facebook or Twitter. It's about there being a consistent look and feel in the imagery that you use, the messages that you portray, and the overall ambiance of your brand, so that people can start to recognize you. You know, you can drive along the motorway and you can see the M sign, and even my 5-year-old knows that's McDonald's. You can see the picture of the Colonel. You know, my 5-year-old knows that that's KFC. And, you know, really strong brands can stand alone away from words and images, and they can actually bring together that ability for people to recognize them through other mediums away from the wording. So their logos. So, for example, there is now a whole game about logos. You know, you can go on, I think you can get it as an app, you can get it as a board game now, the logo game, so that you have to work out what the logo is just from the image in the logo. And the big companies want you to be able to do that. And it's about you being able to start to think about putting together images and fonts and text so that people immediately recognize that that's your business, that that's you. So that there's that recognition, there's that consistency, continuity, and recognition that that is your brand. So it's not just about the logo, it's about the colors that you use, it's about what your website looks like, it's about your email sign-off box, it's about your Facebook page, it's about your Twitter, it's about headers, but it's also about images within the feed. People know the sort of images that I use, and if I put a different image out there, it wouldn't ring with them immediately. They wouldn't necessarily recognize that it was an image from me, whereas I use quite strong, quite quirky images, and that has been the imagery that I use, and that's what my crowd are used to seeing now. So it's all become part of my brand. It's all become part of the Launch Queen brand. And yes, it's me, it's Emma Holmes, who's helping and supporting and mentoring women business owners to get better coaching businesses, to leverage their business, to get more sales. And that is who I am, but the whole brand around that is really thought about. It's really thought through, because it's important for me that there is that level of recognition, that people start to get that that's my imagery, that that's the sort of font that I use on my website, that that's the language that I use. It's all part of the brand package. And It's not just a logo. So when you think about your brand, think about it as a whole. Think about recognition. Think about people being able to notice it. Think about people being able to pick it out. And whether that's a Facebook meme, you know, the little pictures with the writing on them, or whether that is something that is shown on your website, on your social media, whatever it is, just think about it in the context of your brand as a whole. Bye for now.